Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here today to work on the file folder for the colored journal that we're working on. So I got the cover is all finished now, and it's basically all done. I'm not going to put pockets on these inside parts because it's just going to add bulk. And when you want it in and out of there, you don't want it to get too fat. So it's pretty good right now. I like where it's at. So this is the file folder that I just coffee stained, and I just spritzed it with my spritzer with the coffee and tea combination, kind of like what the same one I used yesterday, and it really made a cool design. It almost looks like flowers or something. I don't know. The back didn't do a whole lot, but the front looks really cool. So anyway, what we're gonna do is add a bunch of layers to this basically. So a lot of it will get covered, and a lot of people might ask why would you bother, but it's just the effect. So I'm going to do the same technique that I've done before on playing cards, where I'm just kind of going around adding glue here and there, and I'm going to put book page on it, and then we will pull it off after it dries. So I hope you're all having a nice day. It is kind of cloudy and icky here again today, but it's fine. It's not awful. So anyways, so I'm just going around and I'm just putting kind of bits of glue, thicker in some spots, thinner in others, and it's mostly around the edge that I'm doing it, because a lot of this middle part you're not even going to see. And this is just Reader's Digest. Just use whatever you've got. I just like this because it's got that old look to it. I really like this right here. Make sure I'm pressing it down pretty hard right on those spots, because I want it to stay. I haven't done this before on one of these, but I use it on the, I guess I'm going to leave that like that. On the playing cards, and it works really well, so we're just going to see how it goes. I'm going to put some up on this tab. And then we'll do the back as well. I think I might go ahead and go along there too. So yeah, I hope you're all staying sane and well. Sanity might be the part that's the hardest, right? Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the back too, because I will be doing some things on the back. I'm going to put a lace pocket back here, so I don't want to leave it totally. But this one I'm going to kind of go a little more everywhere, because you may see a little more of it, because I probably won't cover it as much as the front. So yeah, we don't have a whole lot of anything going on around here except a lot of homework. The kids have been doing lots of that, but nothing very exciting for sure. Looks like things are going to get back to a little more normal at my husband's work. They're going to be able to do more surgery cases and stuff, so that's good. But we're still getting a lot of COVID cases, so who knows if we'll ever be able to go out in public again. Excuse me. Got kind of a froggy throat this morning. Alright, I think I'm going to let that sit for a minute because I have another little thing I'm going to work on if I can figure out what I did with it. I have a pile of things over here to use. I just found this little bird image and thought it was cute, so I'm going to turn it into kind of like a faux stamp while we wait for that to dry. Yeah, we just don't really, like everybody, don't have a whole lot going on. Use my deckle edge scissors. There's that one tooth that I always try to kind of avoid because it has just that really huge dip, and I don't feel like that looks a whole lot like a stamp. But then stamps aren't on book page either, so you know. It's just done. Glue all over that. I need my other book pages to glue. Keep these to back tags. But we're going to stamp some lines and stuff on there. If I can find it. Here's this one. Hold on just a minute. Alright, hi, I'm back. Found it. I hate that when I go looking and I can't find stuff. Alright, so these are just these crafty individual stamps. I've showed those before. They just have the postmarks thing on it. Try not to go straight through the bird there. Got one of these round ones too. I think I might stamp it with that. I don't know what it is, but oh my goodness, Jules. Are you excited that Theron's up? She was waiting for you, Theron. Sometimes it's more love than he can handle. She actually hugs him around the neck. He picked her up and she is hugging him around the neck like a human. And purring. At least she's always happy to see you, you know.
Unlike the other one.
Yeah, unlike Pasha. Pasha has kind of a love-hate thing with Theron. Theron's more than he can deal with. And everybody wants to mug that cat because he's got all that fluffy, soft fur. But he doesn't want to be mugged by anyone. He sort of tolerates me, but that's just because I feed him. So this is an image that'll go on the front. I just wanted to ink it and, you know, get that corner folded. I think I'm going to do this too. And I found this on New York Public Library. Yeah, my female cat just adores Theron. That's her person. It was my daughter for a while, but she, for some reason, switched. I think it's because my son is like a furnace. He's always hot. Like, he just emits heat. And I think she just loves sitting on him because he's warm. Alright, so let's see if we can tear some of these off. This should be pretty good. And this kind of just makes a big fat mess. But and you kind of just want to, I mean, tear, but gently, like try not to just rip everything off, because then you know you're not going to get the effect that you want. And I don't really want these straight edges here, like always, right? And I'm going to have to do the black and white file folder differently. It's going to Canada, so I forgot I won't be able to do the coffee staining thing anyway. But I'm going to do that again on something else, because that is really cool the way it comes out with just the black images, black and white images. But yeah, so I think I'm going to probably collage the file folder instead. Since that worked for Fern's journal, I don't want to take a chance and have any coffee, anything in there. Just roughing those up because I don't want them to be perfect. Yeah, I like the way that came out. Now let's try the back and see what we get. And I'll save a lot of these pieces because I can still use them behind things and that. Wherever it's not attached, I want to get it off of the file folder, so. Because remember, I left spots with nothing, so I don't want it where it's not. Because I can still use a lot of those scraps on playing cards too, because they're usable still. That one wasn't totally dry. Might have to do some of these again. I probably should have waited longer. I'm just going to leave those. I think I'm going to put a little more right here because this like pretty much just pulled right off. And I'm going to put these on there. And we'll flip it over and do some work on the front, and then we'll come back to that to make sure they're dry this time. Alright, let me move these scraps out of the way. Okay, so what I have is a glassine bag, and this one is not coffee dyed because I forgot to do that. But most of it's going to be covered anyway, so I'm going to just kind of ink around the edge here so that the part that does show, you know, won't be just stark white. Might see a corner or something. Yeah, I really like the way the front of, well, the whole cover of that journal came out. Excited to do the black and white one too. But I thought we could work on this one today since we've been working on the other one all week. So I'm going to attach that with some tacky glue. And this hasn't been sewn together, this file folder, because I will be doing some stitching on the front. And you don't have to add like this bag. I just like to do this because it's kind of fun. I'm gonna go right up along the edge too, even though I don't want to see that, but it needs to be tacked down. I could use tape, I guess, but and it's going on this side where it's comes up higher, that edge of the file folder. I'm just gonna squish it kind of out. It's a problem, it gets on your hands. My bone folder needs to be cleaned now too from all the glue. Some fingernail polish remover on it. Actually, you know, if you just wash them with soap and water, warm water, it comes off too. Okay, so I want to push out to those edges so that hopefully, you know, they don't lift at all, but got my pocket here. And then I have, let's see. This is a Kool-Aid stained coffee filter. And then a coffee dyed doily. Excuse me, I do not know what's going on with my throat, but. Alright, this is just a piece of pink lace, and I think that's going to go under. So I can probably go ahead and put that one down. Just get it, I'm just tacking it on right now because, like I said, I am going to do some stitching around there so that it's going to stay. And then this piece is going to go, you know, this one needs to come out here further, I think. Just realized it needs to be closer to the edge. So let's tack it right here. And it's going to hang off on spots, and that's totally fine. Again, I'm just tacking this. Okay, bring it up, out. I'm going to take another little strip of that book page because I see over here I kind of want some because you can't see it. So it's just kind of playing with it until it's the way you like it. Okay. I know it looks like a disaster right now, but it will come together. I just want to be able to see that pink back there. I'm sure you gathered that. I have this piece that I think I'm going to put over instead of under. Yeah. Okay, so I need to glue down the pink. It's already starting to stick. I can't stitch right here, so that is something that I need to watch for, because that would not work well. But I will be stitching the edge, so. And I need a little more book page again. And you could stamp all over it too. You don't have to do the book page thing at all, but yeah, that's the right way. And then I have this avocado dyed, and I'm trying to figure out how I want this because I don't want it covering that, so maybe that will come on top of those. And I'm not going to totally center everything. Like the lady, I'm going to bring her this way a little bit. I have this piece of lace. So that needs to go on top of that. It's all balancing, trying to figure out how to get it all in there. Maybe a little piece of this. I know it's a disaster right now. I just want a little bit of this here. I need to ink around that. And I got this out of a book. This image came out of a book, so this is the actual book page. It is a book of art and poems, so that's mostly what it is. I feel like that needs to be a little rougher. Right. It's a little better. Try to get rid of these now. Okay, now let's get I'm going to tack that little lace down. That I'm going to mostly stitch on. That up just a little bit more. So I think I want that right there. This I do need to glue more because I'm not going to stitch on that because the bag's under there. Okay. I'm going to go stitch around this, get this piece stitched on and this piece on right here. I'm probably going to run a stitch across here first and then glue it down. I'll have to glue it because that bag's right under there. So I'm going to go do those things and then I'll come back and we'll finish. Okay, hi, I'm back. So this made like a little pocket and I was thinking of putting Melody's little heart that she made right in there. I mean, I could tack it down, but I kind of like that. It's kind of cute with that little heart in there. But this all needs to get tacked down, and I just stitched around that. So my bag in here is still opened. So let me get her down. To have her sitting straight, right? So her tree doesn't look like it's falling over backwards. And I'll tack this down. That was a little tricky. I just kind of came along here because I will be stitching along there as well to close up the file folder. Kind of want it to lay as flat as possible anyway. And I took off all the book page and it worked better the second time on those spots that it didn't really want to hold on to. So yeah, I think I'm going to tuck that in there. I just think that's cute. It's a nice little tucky spot for it. There's that. And then our little stamp. What did I do with that? It's under my mess. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. I had this too that I wanted to do something with. I kind of thought if I want to do something like that. One of these little rows. Two little roses here. That needs stitching around too. I could stitch that too. Sorry, this is the part where we will be starting and stopping because it's, you know, you just add stuff and then figure out what you want. I think that some pink roses would be better. I have some just pink ones somewhere. I mean, those aren't bad because there is the red. Okay, I'm going to do some more stitching and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I have this, I had to glue this top portion, but I did stitch around it and I did stitch it to the bottom. It's just that the back again. And so I'm going to glue these little flowers on. This is the back. And then I'm going to put one of these on each of those just to bring them up a little bit. Trying to get the tool all straight on them. Okay, and that little heart's in the pocket. Looks cute. And then in this pocket we're going to put this journaling card that I made with you guys. To it's the, what do you call it, cabinet card frame. So we made that one together. That's going to go in here. It's been a while ago, but that's in there. And then I think I need to tack some of this down a little bit better. And it is going to come up a little bit with the card in there because, you know, it is an envelope, so just want to make sure we have stuff down that can stay down. And I had to fix do a new bird because when I was sewing the other one, I munched it. It needs a little something right up there. Sorry, just getting some laces out. A little bit of this would work. Don't really like that. This one's not going to be a whole lot different, is it? Can I lift this at all? No. I tacked that down already because I don't want it to go all the way across. Don't like it. Don't like it. Could just do 2 of those instead of 3. Yeah, I like that better. I may end up stitching around the top, or, you know, across the top of those before I close the envelope. Okay. Alright, and then on the back we're going to do some lace pockets. I don't like any of those straight lines like this. Back here we may do a little stamping, so I'm going to open this because it needs something else, I think. Oh, I'm not throwing those in the trash. Just keep throwing things everywhere. Oh, look at that whole middle section. Okay, let's do some stamping on here. Okay, I had the other stamps, and what did I do with them? Oh, brother, I have too much of this. Great. You guys can probably see them and are yelling at me. They're right here. I put them back in the crate they go in. Sorry about that. Okay. I need a piece of sandpaper. That one's fresh. Right there is bugging me. Okay, those are gonna have to dry. What I'm going to do, and I will probably let you guys go, but I'm gonna do pockets on here, on the back, just so there's a place where you can stick like some paper or whatever to journal on. So like this, and then another piece up here. I'm not exactly sure. I think I might. I don't know. I like this over the top. Just to make it a little bit deeper than one thickness of lace, you know. I think I may change, because this is more white up here, so I may switch to a more white lace. So that's going to have to dry. So I'm going to let you guys, well, I will come back in just a minute and show you with it on. It'll be more than a minute for me, but it'll be a minute for you, and then I'll let you go. Be back. Okay, I'm back. Whew, that was more difficult than I thought it was going to be. This is why I don't do the covers on, you know, video, because it takes me forever and stopping and starting and all that. So anyway, but this is it. And so there's a big pocket in the back to put, I changed the lace to this. I just liked the white better, and this goes well with this. So that's what I switched it to. So a nice big pocket to put things in. And then the journal's inside of there. And I'll do a flip through of it and everything next week when I get the black and white one done too. I think I probably will be adding something right here. I just don't know what at the moment. So, but you can see this is why you don't want the journal to get too thick or have too much embellishment on the front, because really this becomes your cover. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys liked that, and I will see you again soon. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you. I have a sale going on in my shop, in my Etsy shop. If you buy $15 worth of digitals, you get 10% off, and that will be until Monday. So it started today and it'll be until Monday. And then also the color challenge, we're going to do purple on Monday. So for the color challenge, the color is going to be purple. All right, so we will chat again soon. Bye bye now.